Alright then, guys, so I wouldn't normally cover this type of stuff because I'm not too sure in it, but I've just done a little bit of research regarding the journalist of this, and it's from a man called Ian Herbert, who writes for the Daily Mail. He's the deputy chief sports writer. He's wrote about the human rights abuses at the Qatar World Cup. He's also written about numerous World Cups and Olympics, and he's wrote two critically acclaimed books, one of them being a biography of Liverpool manager Bob Paisley. And I'm not going to lie, that's probably like the reason why I'm touching on this, but he's written an article that came out earlier on today that was sent to me by Gavin, channel member. And it's basically titled the signs that Mohamed Salah will stay at Liverpool and why the club must make it happen. Now, I'm not going to read this out word for word because it is behind a paywall, but I am going to pick out a few bits and bats about this. And it's basically just me asking for your input on this. I'll give you my opinion, but I also want to know yours as well, guys. So before we go any further, I just want to give you all a quick reminder to like this video, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And again, as I've just asked, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this article, guys. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And he basically talks about how Arne Slot's language about Salah seems so much warmer than that what Jurgen Klopp used to say, by saying that he's so experienced, smart, and knows so well where the ball will fall. Apparently, Slot said this last Friday, that's a positive thing about a 32-year-old. He has lived through so many situations. The feeling seems to be mutual as well, apparently, because obviously we had Rami Abbas, Salah's agent, tweet out that Arne Slot is doing an excellent job at Liverpool. And he never did that publicly for Jurgen Klopp. If I scroll down a little bit further, it goes on to say that relations with those higher up in Liverpool food chain don't seem quite as warm. Salah feels slightly less loved by them. However, Liverpool are in a bind about how much to invest to commit to the extension of his contract. He will turn 33 in June, and to keep him beyond that age goes against the grain of the data-driven ethos on which Liverpool return to the top of the British game. Central to that is the fact that there are no guarantees what a player of that age will offer you. A physical dip, a depreciation of the asset, will inevitably come. Liverpool don't generally sign up to decisions like this, but Salah, built like a torpedo and delivering better stats than he did 2 years ago, also runs against the usual physical norms. A Liverpool squad without him would be a shadow of the current one. The replacements that Liverpool have looked at include Brentford's Brian Mbeumo, Bournemouth's Semedo, Dortmund's Jamie Gittins, and Real Sociedad's Kubo. Keep an eye out for the video on Thursday, guys. But would any of those deliver Salah's goals? There would be a greater certainty about Newcastle's Alexander Isak, but the outlay would be £120 million and perhaps 350 grand a week in wages. Salah is the man already in the building. With all the certainties that brings, it looks very easy equation, and the Liverpool's position is that they do want to retain him. It's the numbers, wage, and the length of the deal that are uncertain. Would he stay for a lower basic salary and more based on performance over the next 2 years? Now, that's something that I think I've mentioned on the streams, guys. Like, I reckon that it's something to do with the length of the deal. Like, I think Salah wants 3 years, and maybe Liverpool are offering 2. And also maybe Liverpool are also offering like a lower basic wage as well. But I did mention this about Kanate as well, where I said maybe players are getting sick of these incentivized deals and they want more guaranteed money and not to be incentivized and stuff like that. You know, the whole Kanate thing's a completely different story, but maybe it's a pattern that's forming. So anyway, I'll go on a little bit further, guys. Goes on to say as well that Salah's negotiation position is strengthened by the fact that the other strikers that Slot rotates bring nowhere near the same goal threat. Jota didn't start a league game for 4 months and has struggled with fitness and puts himself in nowhere near the same number of scoring situations. His expected goals figure for this season is 16.8, while Salah is 52.7. Cody Gakpo has emerged this season and used to a far greater effect by Slot than Klopp did. But Luis Diaz's goal on Sunday was his first this calendar year. And Darwin Núñez, popular because of his work ethic, lacks consistency. While Salah has scored 53 times from an XG of 52.7, Núñez has scored 24 goals from an XG of 33.6. So he's underperforming by almost 10 goals. So by that measurement, guys, Salah is basically performing where he should be based on the chances that he's getting. And Núñez, based on the chances he's getting, is scoring 10 less goals than he should have done. So there you have that. Moving further down, it says an extra 2 years for Salah would allow Liverpool time to bring through a replacement and effect some kind of succession. Challenging, though, that kind of process in the modern age. Under Paisley, big names like Ray Kennedy and Terry McDermott were signed and then initiated into the Liverpool way, while biding their time on the sidelines. Now, this is the key part here. There has been hints of a breakthrough with Salah. A senior advisor to the Saudi Pro League was quoted last week as saying that the Saudis feel that they were being used in negotiations for a contract, which would see Al Hilal offer a player a reported £65 million for 2 seasons. The advisor said, and they're quoted here as in saying, "We are getting less indication from the player that he is even considering a move here." A joint announcement declaring that Salah and Virgil van Dijk are to remain would be a huge boost amid Liverpool's attempt to push on for the title. One thing I want to point out there is obviously they don't mention Trent Alexander-Arnold, so there is that also. But guys, what do you think about this? I mean, it is quite telling that someone who's reportedly supposed to be a senior advisor to the Saudi League is saying that they're getting less and less indication that Salah's going to go there. And I think we can all probably see that that is the one place Salah would go. I mean, Barca, Real Madrid have shown no indication of it. You know, technically all three of these players can speak to other clubs now, and we've seen no reports of Virgil or Salah being approached by other clubs. We've seen the Trent and Real Madrid stuff. So that also gives me pause for thought and makes me think that them two are going to stay. But yeah, what do you think about these replacements apparently as well? Like Brian Mbeumo, Semedo at Bournemouth, Jamie Gittins at Dortmund, and Kubo at Sociedad. Like, I do touch on Kubo in my Thursday video, guys, so bear that in mind. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd bring this to your attention because it does. It opens up a couple of things for me, does this, guys? It really does. So anyway, I thought I'd bring it to your attention. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.